The threat of ISIS may be getting downplayed under the Obama administration. Terrorism analyst Erick Stakelbeck on what is happening behind the scenes. Erick, there are reports out of U.S. intelligence analysts that say, and senior military say they're being inappropriately pressured on their reports on ISIS to make it look like we're doing a better job fighting the terror group.
Yeah, Dagen, look, this is who President Obama is. Remember, he didn't want to get involved in this in the first place, this fight against ISIS, but his hand was forced when American journalists started being beheaded in the sands of Syria. Then there was pressure from the American people to do something. So, look, President Obama, at the end of the day, does not see ISIS as any kind of existential threat to the West. He sees terrorism and the rise of jihad is more of a criminal action that we can decide in federal courts and not on the battlefield. That's who he is. So it's not a big surprise here that the intel community is basically trying to please their boss with these reports on ISIS.
The New York Times reported earlier this week that the Inspector General at the Defense Department is investigating allegations that military officials have skewed intelligence assessments about the campaign against ISIS. But it leaves the American people not really knowing what is happening over there. And it leaves potentially the ISIS terror group to continue to grow and thrive and strengthen between essentially now and the inauguration of another president.
Yeah, Dagen, absolutely. Number one, President Obama is going to look to manage this crisis until he leaves office, do just enough to make it look like he's doing something with limited airstrikes, which are not enough, by the way, not arming the Kurds like we should be. But ISIS remains a monster in the Middle East. Look, they still control Mosul and Ramadi, Dagen. Mosul is Iraq's second largest city. I don't get to see them getting displaced from there anytime soon. They're running sex slave markets. They're still beheading people left and right, seizing antiquities in Syria. And a key point for our viewers, Dagen, ISIS's supporters are growing here in the United States. Since the beginning of this year alone, we've had dozens of arrests on American soil of U.S. citizens pledging allegiance to ISIS and looking to carry out attacks right here. So this ideology that ISIS is pushing continues to grow, and they continue to spread their tentacles not only in the Middle East and North Africa, but right here in the West.
Erick, good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Please come back very soon. Erick Stakelbeck, terrorism analyst, with us on the ISIS threat being downplayed.